My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's time to play Ironclad, no Ascension mode. I'm not playing any more Ascension with the Ironclad. Usually I like to play on Ascension 1, more risk reward, that kind of thing. Until I have at least one of these GD achievements done. Swap for the random boss relic, try and go for the one relic challenge. Alright, let's go. Well, that's gonna be rough. Alright, fuck it. Let's try and make this a perfected strike deck. Make it a big, fat deck. Just full of perfected strikes. I'm gonna have to fight an elite no matter what path I go. So 13, 8, I can deal 21 with this. Beautiful. Take the max HP here. Gather some gold, don't mind if I do. Transform a card. Can't transform a strike. It's a perfected strike deck. Demon form's interesting. Demon form whirlwind is interesting. God, this is maddening. The fact that I tried to make it a perfected strike deck now means that I can't really support Demon Form because you have to play Demon Form and then defend yourself for a couple turns while it gets stronger and then you whirlwind everything out of existence. This deck has a really shitty muddled identity right now. Time to wake up. Who's gonna wake up next turn anyway? Don't take the relic, Ryan. Make sure you don't take that relic. Oddly smooth stone is a relic. Thought I would, wouldn't ya? Thought I would, and I thought I would too. I am amazed that I managed to avoid that trap. Let's upgrade the demon form. If I can get a Reaper alongside this, maybe I can somehow have a functional deck. Just so that I can manage my HP. I didn't even want that relic. I didn't even want it. You're cancelled, Ryan. Freaking hell. Oh boy. I'm gonna get to the boss, and then I'm gonna restart this run. I just needed to be rebooted. I needed to learn my lesson again. And now that I've learnt my lesson, it's time to do this all correctly. If I'm not, like, prepared in advance to turn down a relic, as soon as I see one, the thing you need to understand is I have literally hundreds of hours in this game. And for almost... Wow, Reaper turned up. And for almost all of that time, the correct option has been take the relic. Save for the circumstance where I run into, you know, Dead Branch and I have a thin deck and it's not a good thing for me, right? That kind of situation. Save for that edge case, the correct opportunity has the correct response has always been take the relic. I have this thoroughly programmed into my head. It is super difficult to just suddenly override that. And that's why so much has happened. That's why I keep taking them. Because it is just what my brain says to do instantly. And it's really, really difficult to go against that much muscle memory effectively to just pick up relics. That's why a lot of the time when I don't want Dead Branch, I'll still pick it up because it's like, oh, fuck, whoops, it's difficult to not pick up a relic. Ooh, obtain a I'm kidding, obviously. There's a lovely path through this map. Okay. Okay, that's a Velvet Choker, but it's okay. Could be. I'm actually going to stall this turn. No, I have more energy. Ryan. I could have used a strike that turn. No, none of that, thank you. And then 18 HP on you. Beautiful. Nope, taking the Golden Idol. That is a relic. Three strikes in the next hand. That's an easy kill. None of those. I'm going to throw an explosive potion here, and the primary reason is because I want the turns of vulnerability to start wearing off, and this will also give me the kill on the spikes line this turn. So it guarantees that I take no damage in that fight. Double tap is difficult with Velvet Choker. Flex is also difficult, right? Because you play double tap and then you play your 2 attacks, and playing double tap, 2 attack, 2 attack, it's 5, goes against the Velvet Choker. I'll take a flex, actually. Whew. Okay, we'll also go to this shop. Bit more money, sure. Looking for offering. It's a clash. Move a defend, take a clash. Take the money, not the relic. Let's upgrade the clash and the bash. Yeah, it's possible I take some damage in this fight, but it shouldn't be too severe. Beautiful. Lovely. Rampage. I mean, I am intending on making this quite a thin deck. Rampage would be played every 2 turns. 8 damage. I guess it's an upgrade on a strike, but I want to remove more strikes as well. I've always wondered if this is, like, if Rampage could be a speedrunning card. For the moment, I'm so not sure that I'm not going to go for it. It's a hell of a lot of removal we just did. Rampage just became a lot better. Yikes. Headbutt. Rampage became better again. Okay, here we'll upgrade the bash. Hexaghost is rough, though. Especially because Clash is a primary damage dealer for this deck. Extremely ouch. Here goes a burn into my discard pile. Looks like I did enough upfront damage that's not going to matter too much. Although, of course, I got Burn and Clash in the same hand. Why would I not have? Lovely. See, a lot of people would immediately look at this screen and go, take Immolate, because then you can always guarantee to get to play your clashes. But the thing is, Immolate is only useful if the clashes have turned up. Clashes, if the enemy is putting wounds in my deck, and not all enemies do. In fact, a minority of enemies do. And then you also need to draw them in the same hand. And for that to actually enable your clash, in that turn at the very least, you also need to draw clash. The amount of different conditions you actually need to meet for Immolate in a speed run to actually be viable it's a lot. Relics, those are relics. Obviously, I'm not super really speed running right now, but I'm still trying to keep up a reasonable pace. But more so than that, I'm trying to use the kind of, let's face it, a little bit cheesy speedrun tactics that are used. Because they're going to help us, possibly, get this achievement without having to expend way too much effort. That bag of marbles is way more important than removing a card. One vulnerability is... The first time I tried to do the One Relic challenge, actually not the first time, the most recent time that's uploaded to the channel, there's a lot of, let's say, less than generous comments about my, let's say, mental integrity. 480 hours now of programming to just pick up relics. It is difficult to go against that. Let's try again. If I were really, really worried, I would right now just scrap this episode, this 13 minutes. I think it's kind of funny that I keep fucking up. I know it's frustrating as well. I think it's a little more funny than it is frustrating, but I also think it's a little dishonest to just show all of the highlights and completely remove all of the lowlights. That's why I don't just like lose a run and then decide not to upload the footage of that episode, right? I think that's like, if I'm losing a billion runs in a row, then you know, maybe it's time to scrap one of those episodes, maybe start working on different strategies. But I think it's also a little more honest in this position to just own up to it and say, yeah, I fucked that up again. I picked up a relic. Shouldn't have picked up a relic. Snek. Oh, shit. All right. This could be big. Now, Snek is super random. Snek, by the way, is draw 2 additional cards each turn and start each combat confused. And that confusion means every single time we draw a card, its cost is going to be randomized between 0 and 3. At the moment, we have more lower cost cards than we have higher cost cards. So a lot of the time, that's going to be negative. Like, Clash is bad. All of these numbers in the top left for us now mean nothing. We just need to look at a card and go, would I play that if I drew it? Could I play that if I drew it? So higher cost cards are way, way better for us right now. Draw, especially high cost draw, also became a lot better because the more cards that you have in hand, the more chances you have to roll a low-cost card. So I am thinking about this. As soon as I picked up Sneko there, I was like, okay, this could be a Searing Blow deck. Because it draws through itself quite quickly. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And let's think about it, right? If a card costs 0, 100% of the time, it is either going to cost its current cost or more. If a card costs 3, it is 100% of the time going to cost either its current cost or less, right? And then to a lesser extent, the same kind of applies for 1 and 2, right? 1 has a 25% chance to cost 0, so it costs less. A 25% chance to cost 1. Or a 50% chance to cost either 2 or 3, the higher numbers, right? Because it's an even distribution. 25% chance to cost 0, 1, 2, and 3. So cards that cost 2 are only 25% more likely, 25% likely to be more expensive, whereas 75% of the time they cost the same or less. I think I want Bludgeon more than I want Searing Blow. But I'm going to take Searing Blow because I can't guarantee that I'm going to get Bludgeon because it's a rare card. I don't want to take any damage here. Searing Blow typically wants to be in quite a thin deck. The primary reason for that being you invest all of your upgrades into Searing Blow, so you don't want a bunch of other cards competing for upgrades. Smith Searing Blow. Now, I know the left path here has a rest and a rest, but it has no rest later, whereas this one has a rest and then a rest, right? So this path also has the same amount of upgrades. That said, this path also has 3 question marks, whereas this path only has 2, and question marks can also be upgrade a card. Nope. Take it, Ryan. Don't go there. That is taking that. Ooh. All right. Heck yeah. This is a pretty good fight. Make sure that I don't take the relic. Make sure you don't take the relic. Make sure you don't take the relic. Don't take the relic, Ryan. Don't take that. I know you're thinking about it, but don't you dare take that relic. Oh, cool, Regal Pit. I'm kidding, obviously. But I can't even say I'm kidding, obviously, because shit, dude, maybe I wasn't. Take the money, not the relic. Upgrade a card. Another point in my favor for the coming on this path for Searing Blow. That's a relic. That would have been a relic. See, the thing is, I'm so used to just clicking those. It's hard. Please understand, it's actually more difficult than it looks like. That's all I'm saying. Just understand it is a bit more difficult than it looks like to just completely go against hundreds of hours of the game telling you to do one specific thing. All right. So, bash Searing Blow in this hand. Beautiful. Leave him on 1. And then double strikes for the kill. Love it. I'll drop the fire potion for the explosive potion just because next floor AoE is way more important. AoE AoE, by the way, I'll mention, because I don't always define it, but I recently had a comment that was asking, what does AoE mean? You say it so often and I feel like I don't know. AoE is just area of effect. It's a term that's used very, very commonly talking about pretty much any attacks and any damage in games. It's just about the targeting. Also going to throw a weaken potion because you're going to be attacking every turn for the next 3 turns. And I can't guarantee that I'm going to have defenses that I can afford to play. I really want to play the Searing Blow, but at the same rate, Bash, it's really important to have the vulnerability up. Okay, give me Searing Blow now. Man, when one of Bash or Searing Blow costs a lot, we're in a bad position. Bash. Strike. Good. Managed to get out of there without having to use either of the potions. Impervious is probably a good pickup here. Yeah. Relics. Those are relics. Okay, so we just need to go to as many rests as is possible. Okay, the left side has the most rests. Sure. Impervious is just basically a free turn for us a lot of the time here. I'm going to Bash because that's going to set up for the insta-kill on that looter next turn. And yeah, it's likely to start trying to run. Beautiful. The 2 extra draw a turn is super significant because it makes it so much more likely that, like, Bash is in the same hand with another card that I'd really like to have it in the same hand with, like Searing Blow. Now, if only they could both not cost way too much, everything would be a lot better. Should kill the frontline cultists first. I've made this mistake before. I don't need to make it again. I should try and demonstrate that I am capable of learning from my mistakes, rather than just repeating them endlessly and making people mad at me in the process. I know my next hand is going to have the Searing Blow. Woo! This is a real spicy hand here. So I wanted to set up the vulnerability. Demon form. I should probably take demon form, actually. Just because its cost doesn't matter. And it's just... It's a rolling inevitability. Right? Sometimes in these fights, I'm not going to be able to guarantee that the Searing Blow is going to be enough, but the demon form will be there. Making sure that eventually I'll win. I'm going to take some extra energy here just so I can put that enemy on the ground. Bash. Searing Blow. Good gosh. None of that. I do want to go to the shop, remove another card from my... No! Rests. Most important thing I can do. We're doubly confused right now. Damn, I'm so confused. I don't need to take damage this turn. I could have gotten my enemy down to 4 HP, but unfortunately I wasn't going to be able to do much past that. Nope. Smith, upgrade Searing Blow. Only Searing Blow. Only Searing Blow. Ever. Everything else is garbage. I don't want to waste so much damage here, so I'm going to throw the Searing Blow against a target that is not going to get overkilled by such a ridiculous amount. Alright, only 4 damage taken. I see that as a pretty great victory for us. Fire Potion's great pickup. Get that rolling inevitability. A Reaper would just add so much to this deck. It would just be so good to be able to heal. And I know my next stand is pretty likely to have the kill. Don't take the relic. Beautiful. Just got to check for money. Smith. Upgrade that Searing Blow again. This sucks. Well, if I don't want to be weak in this entire fight, I have to use these 2 fire potions. My next turn should just have a Searing Blow that kills, right? No, but it was damn close. Don't take the relic. Take a second copy of Impervious. Gotta hope they're not in the same hand, but they're oftentimes keeping me alive while I draw back into my next Searing Blow. Well, sometimes they just are in the same hand. Not too much about that. Take 5 damage to deal 68. Seems pretty good to me. That said, don't want to take much more damage at the moment if I can avoid it, especially because, yeah, vulnerability was going to be applied. And perfect. I'd love to rest before the boss, but no. relic. I'd love to rest before the boss, but no. If I do not take every opportunity to upgrade this Searing Blow, I am effectively conceding. That enemy has artifacting, so hitting him with that bash wouldn't even be hugely effective. Fuck. Actually, they're going to take Imperviouses from my deck. I thought they were going to take the Searing Blow. If they took the Searing Blow, that's the end of my deck. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. Rough. Extremely rough. Them taking the Imperviouses opened us to dying due to not being able to defend ourselves while we were trying to play the Searing Blow. Which boss would I have been? I would have been able to, like, dunk on the champion quite easily, in fact, because they don't have artifacting. So we do 50% extra damage with each Searing Blow. It would have been like bash, Searing Blow, next turn Searing Blow, dead. Like, it would have been real easy. The Collector would have been a little more difficult, probably would have taken a bit more damage, but that probably also would have worked out. The Guardian, or whatever your goddamn name is probably the worst that we could have had. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna give up the chase for these challenges for a little while and go back to playing some of my standard runs, just on Ascension 1, trying to spread them out evenly between the Ironclad and the Silent. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The achievements are hard. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.